Hello there, everybody. The man who currently holds the record for the most subscribers lost in a day, I believe, unless someone has surpassed him, has said hello to the internet once again. The face of the gay community, James Charles, has sent the gay community 100 years back on their journey of gaining acceptance into society, once again, by acting like an idiot once again. I cannot begin to express how not surprised I am. I mean, this is a guy who does have allegations against him for having tried to slide into the DMs of underage men 15 separate times to 15 separate dudes. But, as I'm sure a lot of you have heard, Spirit Airlines recently went under. They filed for bankruptcy, and I believe they're closing down. A woman, I believe it was a woman, what's going on down there, who worked for Spirit Airlines. What are you doing? DM'd James Charles, and I have a whole paper with everything she said written down. This is written from the transcript of the Angry Asians video on it, because I want to remember this, and he had a lot to say, as you can see. This is a whole page. It's just the front, not the front and back, but it's a whole page of stuff that James Charles had to say to this woman. And actually, and I'm looking at it, does say it's from a girl, so yeah, it was a woman. Basically, she worked for Spirit Airlines. She's out of a job. She has a GoFundMe, and she asked James Charles for money. And he crashed out. He lost his crapola. And honestly, I'm like, why is this what you care about? This is what, like, actually, I'll get to what I was what I was starting to talk about. I'll get to what I was about to start talking about there later, but yeah, he had quite a bit to say to this woman, and I'm just gonna say, the first place you're going to get money after you've been unemployed should not be to a celebrity. You should be applying for a new job, but finding a job is really hard, and honestly, I don't think she did something that she should be doing, but I wouldn't say she did anything morally wrong. And once you hear what he said, you will understand why I'm taking her side, because he said some crazy stuff right here. So this is exactly what he said, pretty much exactly what he said. I think a little bit was messed up by the transcript. But it says, and I quote, I just got a DM, this is James talking, I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read, it would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations would help." Then he laughs and he says, "I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help?" Oh, wait. I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time it took you to copy and paste that same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, so he's already going straight to accusations. Back to the quote, because there's more. There is more. You could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit. And you're entitled. And then he laughs again. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why? Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing, and you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job. Oh my God! Welcome to the real world, sweetheart. That right there is exactly what James Charles said. Wow! That's... So what are you doing down there? He lost his absolute crap on this woman. Wow. Wow. Like, writing it was one thing, hearing it was one thing, reading it off the transcript was another thing, reading it out loud, it's so much stupider now that I'm reading it out loud. Oh my God. So yeah, is a GoFundMe, should that really be your first priority in this situation? Really not. But brother, you just straight up bullied a freaking person who had to be laid off because the company they work for went under. You don't know, and there's no way for you to know because you're famous because you're a gay man who makes beauty videos. You don't know what that's like. I can't imagine how bad of a situation that must be. And like, he later took the video down, made an apology video, which was absolute crap. And he in that video is talking about freaking work ethic. Bro, don't talk to me about work ethic. You're worth millions of dollars because you make beauty videos. And the only reason that people make a big deal about such beauty videos is because you're gay. You're the face of the gay community. And by the way, I mean what I said by James Charles has set the gay community back a century on their road to acceptance. This is crazy. He lost his absolute garbage on her. And he's like accusing her of, and I quote, copy and pasting the same fuck-ass message to himself, who she doesn't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities. He accuses her of just basically sending it to a bunch of different people. What is going on down there? He says all that. He calls her entitled. He calls her a lazy piece of shit. So he's like cussing her out. Wow, I had words for this, and now that I'm looking at it on a piece of paper that I have made, I don't have words to describe how petty this is. Because it's not that hard to just ignore them, but you have to turn on a camera and whine. Where has the world fallen to that? It's not that deep, James. It's not that deep. You can just ignore it. Because, again, they literally said, you'll probably never see this. They don't expect you to even read it. So, just act like you never did. It's not that hard. If you really don't want to make the donation, just act like you never saw it. It's not that hard to just be respectful and not come making accusations and just belittling this person on social media. But no, you have to crash out about it. And it just makes me so mad. And the other thing is how his fans are reacting. Is people are saying, okay, this is the last straw. I'm done with James Charles. This is the last straw. What about the allegations that he tried to slide into the DMs of 15 different underage men on 15 different occasions. The accusations of him being a pedophile were not the last straw, but this is... I mean, I'm glad you're, like, turning away from this guy at some point. The gays need a new face for their community because this is not a good look for them. I mean, I have nothing against gay people. I have plenty against James Charles specifically, but I have nothing against the gay people. Find a new face for your community, please. If this is the guy who is representing you, you are cooked in ways I cannot possibly explain in words. The English language has no way to explain how cooked the gays are if this guy continues to be the face of their community. He's crazy. I mean, I don't even have any more to say, man. The paper spoke for itself. I don't need this no more. I'm just gonna crumple it up. But, wow, that is special. And I think you know what kind of special I'm talking about. That's honestly all I've got to say. So, see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.